Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum to all the viewers, listeners, and the students. At the same time, the audience who are listening my lecture. I hope you all are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine by His grace. Here the viewers and the listeners, how are you? It seems to me that you are enjoying a very pleasurable time. You know, we discussed on tech question part 1 in the last class. Today I will discuss on tech question part 2. I hope you will be attentive and you will be engrossed minded to the lecture. You know, in tech question there is two parts. One part the statement is given, in another part the question is written. Now we are going to deliver my lecture by seeing the whiteboard, by seeing the whiteboard. Okay, now you can pause. Okay, now I am going to deliver my lecture on the whiteboard. Now you can see here, if the subject I, that means when the subject becomes I, then what you will write down as a tech question? You'll have to write down aren't plus subject, that means I. I have given you an example here, and the name is I'm here. I'm here. That means I am here. Now you can see here and the tech question will be aren't I. The subject is here I. This is why I have written here I. Okay, it seems to me that you have understood this matter. Now we are going to give another rule. If the subject there, if the subject is there, and what will you have write down? We will write auxiliary verb or to be verb, affirmative or to be verb in affirmative or negative form, plus introductory there will be used here as a subject or pronoun. After that we'll have to write down the sign of question mark, a sign of question. Now I can give you an example here. Now if the sentence is here, there are two boys. What I will write down here, aren't there, because the introductory is here used, introductory here they are, and the auxiliary verb is here are. There are two boys. এখানে দুটো বালক আছে. We will write down here aren't there. Next I'll have to put question mark. Then if any sentence starts as an exclamatory sentence, as an exclamatory sentence, then what will write down as a tag question? We have to write down does oblique doesn't oblique did oblique didn't plus to be oblique plus an apostrophe t. Then I have to put subject or pronoun plus question mark. If the sentence is given in such way, how sweetly the bird sings. You can see here sings plus s, sing plus s. This is why at the end of the verb there is s. If there is s or es, then the tag question will be does oblique doesn't. Now the sentence is here, how sweetly the bird sings. পাখিটি কতই না সুন্দরভাবে গান গায়. There is s at the end of the verb. This is why I have written here doesn't. And as the bird is here, that means another beast, as a beast or as a bird, I have write down here it as a pronoun instead of bird. Now the tag question will be doesn't it, as the verb is here in present form. Next one, another example is given here. What a beautiful bird, what a beautiful bird. There is no auxiliary verb or to be verb, but I have to realize here there is is. What a beautiful bird is, what a beautiful bird it is. Then it is the same sentence. Now if there is it, it is. Now the question mark or tag question will be here, isn't it. Isn't, why I have put here isn't, because the sentence is in affirmative form. This is why I have written here tag question in negative form. That means the question is isn't it. If we use need as a main verb in any kind of sentence, what will write down? Do oblique don't, do oblique don't. If the sentence is in such way, we need it, don't we? We need it, don't we? Because need is here in present form. Need is here in present form. This is why I have write down here don't we. We can give here another example. She needs it. There is need is here acting as a verb, because according to the subject need is added by s. As she is here third person singular number, this is why we have used s after the verb. And the tag question will be here, doesn't she, doesn't she. Okay, if we use need and need as a modal auxiliary verb, then what we will do? If the need is used in a sentence as a modal auxiliary verb, then what will you have to use? You will write down need oblique needn't plus subject oblique pronoun. That means need will be used as a modal auxiliary verb and need will not be used here as a verb. Such an example is given here. She need it. Though she is here third person singular number, but we haven't used here s or es after the verb need. Then what will be the sentence? What will be the tag question? Needn't she, needn't she, because need is here used as a modal auxiliary verb. Okay, if in any sentence nothing, everything or something becomes a subject, then we will use it as a subject or as a pronoun at the end of the take question. Now I have given here an example. Nothing is certain. You can see here nothing is used as a subject and it is in negative form. It is in negative form. This is why the take question will be in affirmative form. And what will be the take question? There is auxiliary verb or to be verb is, and I have written down here is, and as nothing is here subject, this is why I have used here it as a pronoun of nothing. Okay, the take question will is here, is it. Okay, next, if everybody, everyone, somebody, someone becomes a subject of a sentence, then we'll have to use they as a pronoun of the sentence. Now you can see on the whiteboard here, everybody everybody helped me. Everybody is here used as a subject. This is why you will have to use they at the end of the sentence as a pronoun. Now verb is here helped and it is in the first form. This is why I have used here didn't they. Okay, next sentence is here, if the subject is used as nobody, none, no one, then I will have to use pronoun they at the end of the sentence. Now the sentence, if the sentence is in such way, nobody did it, nobody is here used as a subject. This is why I have to put they as a pronoun of the take question, and verb is here in the first form. This is why I have used here did they. The sentence is in the negative form. This is why I have put the take question in affirmative form. Okay, it seems to me that you have understood this matter. Now if all of us, most of us becomes a subject, then we will have to use we as a pronoun at the end of the sentence. Now I can give you an example here. All of us are there. আমাদের সবাই সেখানে উপস্থিত. There is to be verb is here are and it is in the affirmative form. This is why I have to use here aren't, and thus all of us is here subject. This is why I have to use here we as a pronoun of the sentence. Now the take question becomes aren't we. It seems to me that you have understood this sentence. Now if to have verb is used in a sentence, to have verb is used in a sentence, we will have to follow two ways. Such one is British rule, another one is American rule. And if to have verb is used in any sentence, then we will have to use at the take question to have verb plus negative form plus subject oblique pronoun in British style. Now if the sentence is I have done it, I have done it. In British rule the take question will be haven't I, but if it is in American grammar the take question will be don't I, because have here is in present form. This is why we have used here have don't I, and in American style it will be don't I. Another sentence, if we give here in such way, she had solved it. Had is used here as a to have verb and it is in first form. This is why I have used here didn't she. It is in American style, didn't she. Okay, if apostrophe d used, in a sentence and after the apostrophe is d, there if the verb is in present form, then I will have to use would oblique wouldn't plus subject oblique pronoun. Would oblique wouldn't plus subject oblique pronoun. If apostrophe D, after the apostrophe D, the verb is in present form. Now I can give you an example. I apostrophe D not go out. After apostrophe D, the verb is here, go, and it is in present form. This is why I will have to write down here would I, because the verb is in present form. If the verb after apostrophe D, the verb is in the first participle, then I will have to use had oblique hadn't. Now you can see on the whiteboard, I apostrophe D gone out. After the apostrophe D, the verb is here first participle form. This is why I have to use here hadn't I. Okay, my dear audiences and viewers, it seems to me that you have already given attention on the whiteboard and my lecture. If you follow these rules, if you follow these rules, it seems to me that the tech question will not be difficult for you. If there is right, if there is given any sentences or any question paper in any competitive examination, if you follow these rules, you will be able to solve any tech question properly, and it will be very easy for you to score good marks on test question. Okay, I hope you will be remain hale and hearty, and you will give attention to your lesson. Hope the best for all the students and viewers. Thank you all. See you later on.